Hey all, just thought I'd do some little gardening videos for the hell of it, seeing as I'm not around and about doing any startup stuff. So I've been working on my garden, and some of the things I've noticed, go out, which you shouldn't anyway, but when I was going out a couple of weeks ago, Bunnings is pretty much sold out of everything, veggie seedlings and everything like that, so people are just obviously been hoarding veggie stuff. And I wish them luck, because I think some of these people that haven't gardened before are probably going to kill everything. Anyway, I did manage to get a few seedlings, and there's a few little tricks. There was a few things on the shelf that were marked up as herbs, but they were kind of a herb lettuce mix, so I did get some lettuces, but by looking in the herb section, but anything else that was a vegetable was sold out. So you might as well, if you haven't got any seedlings, just at least have a go at doing your own cuttings. So one of the things I just did the other day, if you can see, I've got some parsley and some rosemary cuttings. Rosemary's very, very easy to take a cutting from. Parsley's a little bit harder. I think I've got about a 50% strike rate, but cuttings are good. And I've got some lettuce seeds here. I'll talk about those in a minute. But if you can do cuttings, like have a really good mix. So use a good propagation mix or a seed mix. Don't use the regular soil because it needs other stuff, and you need it quite fine. And also use some rooting compound. So I had some rooting compound in the shed, and it doesn't go off, so it's really good. I can't remember what the chemistry in it is, but you dip your cutting into the rooting compound before you put it in. If you don't have rooting compound, there's a lot of homemade ones you can make. Apparently you can make a rooting compound out of aspirin. So you put aspirin in filtered water, and that's got a good chemical in there when it dissolves that can help roots form, which is pretty cool. I know aspirin's not so common in Australia, but yeah, if you've got aspirin, you can make rooting compound. So yeah, if you're going to do propagation as well, you kind of want a little bit of a humid area for the plants, so if you can, cover it up. We're pretty humid already here in Queensland, so it's quite good. I usually just put like a little grill over the top or something like that. But if you're in a colder climate, use a little greenhouse, or you can make your own little greenhouses with old plastic bags. It's pretty good. Anyway, these are striking quite well, so I'm quite happy with those. The other thing you can do, which is really cool, it's kind of a bit of novelty value, but I quite like it, is take all your old veggies that you've eaten and don't throw out the roots. Put them back in the ground. So these are spring onions, so you can see they're starting to grow. They're just the spring onion roots that were left over. You can do the same with celery. It's a celery head. These are coriander. I'm not sure if these are going to work or not. They're the ends of coriander. I'm going to give these a bit of a trim now to see if I can encourage them to stay alive. But anything you were going to previously throw in the bin that has a root on it, stick it in the ground. Pineapples. You do pineapples in Queensland. They're pretty slow growing, so I do have one growing over here. I won't show you now. But anything like that, you can usually stick it in the ground and grow it. So have a go. Even if they don't work, you kind of haven't lost anything. And it's kind of fun when things grow, and you can show the kids and actually get some secondary food out of the things you were going to throw in the bin. The other thing you can do is seed. So as you can see here, these seeds have not worked. There's nothing's come through at all, and it's because they're seeds from, I had some really old basil seeds from last year, and I thought, oh, I'll just give them a go. Nothing to lose. They were probably too hot though. They were probably sitting in the shed, and they perished, they died. But sometimes seeds, even old seeds, will grow. I've got some parsley coming through here at the moment that I literally just self-seeded. So this is an old parsley plant that went to seed, and I'll just show you. When it was going to seed, I just gave it a really good shake, and you can see it's all starting to come through. These are all tiny little parsley plants. So if you've got seeds coming out and you plant and you just want to be totally lazy, you can just give them a good shake, and they'll come through. There's lots of other ways to collect seeds, but I'm just giving you lazy tips. So that's me, lazy tips and things you can do in a COVID lockdown situation and grow things in your garden. Thanks.